Everybody, MCPC is back on the street. It's about to rain, so expect the unexpected. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are having fun today at home. Today on this episode, I have a very unique, funny, interesting, crazy, I don't know how to describe this young man. Of course, you love to meet him. When I come back, you will meet my guest for today's episode. My name is MCPC and I'm right here on the street. Come with me.
Hey! Unbelievable! What is this I'm seeing with my two eyes? Is this you and a woman kissing each other? Don't you know she can get pregnant? Is this why I brought you to America? Is it not you I'm talking to? Is this why I brought you to America? Because it's me and you like this too. Then come here. The next time I see you touching a woman, I swear you pay your own school fees. Run away from here, everlasting bastard.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I promised you, I have a very exciting young man. Is ready to come in. Please help me to welcome the dynamic, funny man, 3 character in one. He is Mama Bimbo, Baba Bimbo, and Bimbo himself. He goes by the name Aphrican Ape. No,
I'm a boxer now.
So because I'm on the Mayweather now, you don't blow your eye.
They never, just ordinary slap. You don't knock me out. All that one, I just sakara. Ginger, yes, for that confirm.
Finally, I gotta grab him to the street. He's such a busy man, but I'm happy to have you on the street. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, I'm right here, man. Thanks for having me. It's cold.
I know.
Very small. So you came prepared. You didn't tell me it was cold here. The blood.
You're from Miami, so you should be used to cold, though.
I know it's hot there. I'm used to heat, just like Nigeria now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we live abroad, we gotta just wear jacket even when it's hot. We just
on our fashion. On our fashion.
I'm telling you, Aphrican Ape.
Yes, boss.
You're used to making, staying behind the camera or in front of camera with your costume, Mama Bimbo and all of that. But today, we're glad to have you in your own element. This is Dami. Dami himself.
Just Dami chilling
representing.
Right now.
Yeah. So how does it feel, coming out in the street, being yourself, just the way you are?
It feels very different, man. Very different. Because I'm always enclosed in my apartment, just indoors, just doing work.
Right.
So to be out in the street and just get the energy from Mother Nature.
Right.
That's why I kept my ginger. The ginger is heavy right now. Let's go.
All right, real quick. Aphrican Ape. How did you come about our name? How did you come about our name?
Okay. It's interesting because the African part is self-explanatory.
Right.
I'm African, born and raised in Nigeria, Africa. The Ape part is significant to my fraternity. First of all, fraternity is not a cult.
My brother.
I know all these Nigerians watching, when they hear fraternity, they almost switch off. Don't switch off, it's not a cult. Here in America, fraternity is a good thing.
Huh?
It's a good thing, my brother.
Fraternity.
Yeah, it's a good thing, no be cult.
Like AA or AK.
No, it's
in
not.
Nigeria, fraternity is there.
Exactly. So it's different here. So
here, explain that to us because I don't even know the difference.
So while it's called Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And we do a lot of community service, help a lot of people, homeless kids, kids that don't have parents. We help them, mentor them, help them in a lot of ways. So it's a very positive thing here.
Right here.
So
we don't kill each other with axe.
The devil is a liar. Over my dead body.
I'm sure you can't even stand it.
Even before I joined that, when I told my dad I want to join a fraternity, he said, don't do it. Because that's what he was thinking is a cult. So over time I had to explain to him it's not that. Yeah. But anyways, the ape is significant to us. So we refer to ourselves as apes, so African ape,
we have the
tall ape.
Americans also they celebrate animals a lot. We have the wolverines, we have the fox,
the bulls,
the dragons,
falcons, even Nigeria, super eagles. So everything, so the ape is significant to us. So African ape.
What I said, the snakes.
There probably is. We just got to research it.
Oh, yeah, there's a python.
There is pythons. There is pythons.
Okay. That's good. All right, so that's how you came about the name.
Yes,
and
sir.
Now, at what point did you realize that, hey, I can make this happen? From being an accountant, and now all of a sudden it's all about Instagram, Mama Bimbo, Daddy Bimbo, and the Bimbo himself, and now the ministry is moving. The
ministry is moving. But you see, the thing is, when it's your passion, you just got to follow your passion. So I was when I realized, okay, 9 to 5 is not for me.
Right.
Was when I'll be at work instead of doing work.
You see yourself at this skit.
I'll have my computer here. I have my phone here. When I see my boss coming,
you start working.
I start working. but the work no they enter. I just they type anything, I know they do any work. So that's when I realized that okay, say I guess go ahead and pursue this dream and just go all in. And
but how has it been so far?
So far so good. It's been a whole year now, thank God. I quit my job end of February last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I've done 1 whole year just doing comedy full time, and bookings are still coming.
By the grace of God, you've not begged for food?
I've not begged for food. Right, still traveling all over. Going to London in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to be there
going
together.
To turn up together. Right. We're going to go and disturb London. London is not ready. What's about to come?
London red.
Red. You're already painting. You're already starting early.
I got red.
Yeah. Where's my
yellow?
Red? Where's my red?
We'll buy one for you. We will have stores all over here. All right, real quick. How did the African community receive your brand when you started? Number one, seeing you wearing a woman's outfit, always stand out your funny rapper. Because somebody said, how can you be acting as a woman if you don't have boobs? You're a boobless woman.
Even myself, I say to myself, thank God I'm a man.
Right.
Because if I was a woman, no man go look me. No front, no back, nothing.
So ugly as a woman in your character.
Even myself, when I look at my character, I say, blood of Nebuchadnezzar.
Who will marry me?
It's crazy, man.
But how did the African community receive you?
They really received me well because I was one of the, I guess, the first people to do it on Instagram, so it was something new, something different. Now everybody they do the same thing, but it was quite original at the time I started. So I guess they really embraced it, and that's why I was able to blow or grow that fast.
I mean, you don't know, you have a lot of followers, if I'm not mistaken, over 250,000 followers.
Yeah, right now I have like 272,000 followers.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling. 10,000. I beg, bros. I beg, give me 20. I beg, I'll pay you. That's the senior bros. I beg, I need some in my career.
We go arrange her. We go arrange her. We go package her.
Watch out, my own is coming to please. I beg, okay, I'm begging you to follow me now.
100K followers coming very soon, right there.
MCPC Comedian on Instagram, so that our ministry will both move. Okay, but real quick, can you remember the first time you got paid? Or the first time you actually got, because I know you started off as Instagram comedian.
Right.
You just stay behind the camera and get your things done. And I'm sure, did you plan that you're going to be doing comedy or MCs? Tell me that story.
Okay, so the thing is, there are different types of comedians. Like you, I can tell that you've I can tell you've not had sense since you're a small boy. You don't get sense. Just the fool everywhere. But me, I was never like that. I was just a regular kid, just being in school. I'll say something funny here and there, but it wasn't like all the time. Yeah. So whenever Instagram started making videos, well, I've always had a thing for entertaining people. Okay. I've always had that passion. So even on Facebook back in the day, I'll sit in front of my laptop in my dorms when I was still in school.
Wow.
I'll sit in front of my laptop. I'll write a couple of topics I want to talk about, and then I'll just be talking.
Oh.
And they were funny, but I never thought to pursue it because I didn't think I had enough funny in me.
To make it happen.
So whenever Instagram allowed you to start making videos, I started doing it.
Right.
And then it just started going. Before you know what's happening, people go email me, say they want to book me. I say, book me for what? I'm not a comedian, no, I just do video. I say on stage and camera they are different. On camera you feel do edit.
Part, upload,
On stage, once you talk and you don't come out with that.
Great time, man.
So I actually turned down a number of gigs at the beginning because I said I don't know what I'll go and say. Which I won't talk. So eventually I was like, let me give it a shot.
Right.
Then I gave it a shot, and then we started picking up and started getting better.
So you started from the bottom.
Now we're here. We're not there yet, but we're still going.
All right, so I can tell that so far so good. It's been very interesting. One of the things that I learned from you is stay with your passion,
Absolutely.
So when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk with this wonderful young man here, doing Nigerian proud, doing African proud. His name is Aphrican Ape. We'll be right back. Let's go get some water to drink. We'll come back later. Yes, we're back. I'm still here with the man Ginger. Oh my gosh, right here representing.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get it.
Let's get it to the fullest. Yes,
right. Ape, how did your father, African parents don't joke. As soon as they give birth to you, they tell you, I want my son to be a doctor, I want him to be a lawyer, I want him to be an engineer. And all of a sudden, daddy that means seeing one ugly looking woman, Mama Bimbo. What the hell is that? How did daddy receive this? How did your father receive this whole thing?
It's interesting, and how it happened was, at the time I told my parents, they already knew what was going on.
Oh, okay.
Because it got to a point where their friends were sending them my videos.
And they didn't know you were the one?
Yeah, their friends didn't know I was their child. They were just sending the video like, watch this funny video, watch this funny video. So so they were like, that's my son, no?
When did this start doing this?
Exactly. So when I eventually told them that, listen, I'm doing videos, they're like, I know. I'm like, how do you know? Our friends have been sending it to us. So you think you can go to America and go and be doing anyhow? So they kind of liked it, but of course I was still working my 9 to 5. There was no talk of quitting my job, so they were fine.
Right.
As long as you're doing this on the side, but you're still working.
Funny stuff, but make sure you do your work.
Make sure you do your work.
Yes.
So one day I told my daddy, I said, Daddy, I'm thinking of quitting my job. I said my mind is no more on the job. He said, you put your mind back there. He said, you put your mind back there.
Your mother will pray, your mind will stay.
He said, your mind is not, you put it back there.
Oh, man.
So if the truth of the matter is, I quit like 5-6 months before I told them.
Wow.
So, whenever I quit, few months before I told them, and, they were like, okay. Because by the time I told them, I already had a lot of bookings. Where I was already traveling back to back.
And you send money to daddy, so it doesn't really care. Doesn't really care.
It does continue to do comedy.
Does daddy call you African Ape? Does your father and your mother call you African Ape?
My mom calls me African Ape more than my dad.
Really?
But my dad calls me here and there.
Because I know I've met your mom. Your mom is very, very funny.
Yeah, my dad is funnier.
Oh, really?
The interesting thing is, my dad used to MC his friends' weddings back in the day.
I know, there's something along.
But just for fun. Like, it was just his hobby. Like, my dad, with his friends, he's always the funniest. So every time it comes around, everybody's always happy that the ginger father is here. Yeah. So he used to MC events left and right just for free. When he told me, I'm like, wow.
No wonder it's in the blood.
It's in the blood. The blood.
Cool, because I remember when I met your parents when they came around, both of them, especially your mom.
Yeah.
Your dad doesn't really talk much like you.
No, he talks. My dad.
Remember,
my dad talked, friends. That day was just chilling.
Yeah, he was just chilling.
I guess because he just finished eating or something, so he was full.
African parents, I love those guys, man. Yeah. Okay, back to you. Dami, aka African Ape, you have a lot of followers all over the world, and I can tell you most of your followers are going to be female, because girls like entertainment, I can tell you, like I do too. All right, how do you handle your female fans? How do you handle them? You know what I'm saying?
How do I handle my female fans?
Yes.
I greet them.
Just like that.
Just like that. Hello. You want to take a picture? Okay, let's take a picture.
Right.
Tag me, follow me.
Right. And that's it.
You love me, I love you.
Okay.
The Lord be with you.
God is not angry. I saw one of your video where you had finished an event and this girl literally hold you down as in they held your neck as in you are not going anywhere.
That was in Miami.
How were you feeling when all this happened to you? Does it get to your head?
No, it doesn't. Because the thing is, I guess this platform reveals character,
right?
And with me, I feel like no matter how big I get, I'm still going to stay true to myself,
right?
So I understand the concept of the supporters are who make you,
right?
So if you get too big, they'll see you, they'll just do you like this.
It's for the African community.
Exactly. So you always have to stay humble and stay true to yourself. So when they show me love, it really warms my heart, and that's what keeps me going. I show them love,
Right. So talking about love, we'll be right back. I'm going to ask him about his love life, his other things when we come back. We'll take a quick break. I'll see you on the other side. We are still here. My name is MCPC. His name is African Ape.
Yes, boss.
We'll come back.
Excuse me, sir. Good afternoon. What can you say about the recent increase in the electricity tariff?
Electricity tariff? It is appalling.
Okay.
That is the reason I've been in a compendious, laconic lacuna.
Wow.
Not a recapitulation. But let me tell you this, that it is Leka and pulchritudinous that in a Legotla, in an Imbizo, flagitious and enervating lematas were excogitatedly ruminated. We all saw it, how the recidivistical politicals moved from budget disappearance to budget doctoration. But now we are faced with a debilitating, exasperating, a rebarbative and a homunculus electricity tariff. And this tariff is emanating with a financial lobotomization. But I pray that this will not ignite a clamorous demonstration. Now, come to think of it, how dare they deplete the citizens of their obstreperous and vociferous modus vivendi? Enough of this vilification and solipsism. This is execrably pugnacious, pestilential, and attenuating. Imagine the imbibition of the political rodomontes, which has kept us in an abject ululation. Why? Now Nigeria is in a political somnambulism and malocclusion. Nigeria is in a financial and economic bankigism. Look at the way the game politics is becoming a bugaboo. What a political holy-bully. What a political hoity-toity. What a political foodie-doody. What a political hocus-pocus they have come with. What a political jabberwocky. What a political poppycock. What a political gobbledygook.
Sir,
With this consternation, I ask that you accept my pentinacious circumlocution. Accept my pentinacious circumambiguous grandiloquence and magniloquence. But I will tell you this, I will not koto in Japoho. Thank you. I will refuse to koto in Japoho.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are still here. I'm hanging out with my friend on the street of Houston. Actually, this is Westheimer and Stony Brook. If you know where that is in Houston, it's close to Zanzibar. That's where we are.
Oh, wow.
Still hanging out here with my friend. Okay, now, as a comedian, a stage comedian, and because I know you, both of us have toured together, filling in Canada. The last one came in that show.
Right.
I mean, I can say that you're very funny.
Thank you.
I taking that from another fellow comedian.
Right.
Because it come naturally to you now. I know that's not what you intended to do initially.
I never experienced
it. Any which way is a way now.
It's a way now.
So, now, can you tell me one of the most difficult performances or audience you've ever had?
See, you're taking me back to a very dark place.
I have it too. Sorry.
Hey, the blood. Bros, you don't see where they perform. You they talk joke, they know they laugh.
They are looking at you like a
They are looking at you. Okay, talk joke. I'm talking joke. This same jokes where you don't do for other places, they don't really laugh
through. Yeah,
it was crazy because of course, you know, different things determine how the audience receives your comedy. For me, for that particular show, it was supposed to be me and about 4 or 5 other comedians.
Right.
The planner, whoever arranged the show, he didn't do what he was supposed to do. So he didn't bring more than half of the comedians that were headlining. So it was just me and somebody else. Now, to fill in the gap, instead of this guy to bring in more comedians, because it's a comedy show, this guy went to go and bring upcoming rappers that, you know, if their song no too ginger, they kill the audience.
We call them rapists this one. They're not rappers yet.
For real.
They are rapists.
So it just, you know, like back to back. So they are going on stage just rapping. The audience don't die for
getting angry.
Then he was going to use me as the headliner, as the closer, because the original closer, that one no come, he no do what he's supposed to do. Right before he brought me on, he did one useless award section. They give award for best MC, best DJ. What are you doing, my guy?
Imagine the audience is already angry.
So give it up for give it up for Aphrican Ape. Me that, you know how we need that energy.
Right, yeah, the stage.
Give it up for Aphrican Ape. Dead. Just small. It wasn't what we are used to.
Ginger, according to you.
I entered that stage, I said the blood. I begin to do work.
Who sent me?
Who sent me? last, I just said, you know what? That's my time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And you collect your check.
I collect my check.
But at least, does it? I know for me, whenever I go, I've had some challenges too. We all have it, you know. It's what make you grow.
Right. Of course.
I remember this particular one that I did. I was performing, and you were so lucky. But mine is that the headliner walked into the hall.
Oh, so that took away the focus from you.
So imagine the man was jumping. As he was jumping, he jumped inside the water. All of a sudden, the headliner started walking and he started greeting. Oh my God! Oh my God! For my man, I said, no, go better follow for that. They started walking in, and to make matter worse for me, started giving handshake, taking picture. Was taking picture while I was performing. So at the end of the day, I was like, Jesus, God, this floor just open. I was looking for that, and there's always what we call an exit joke.
Right.
To run away. I was looking for that joke everywhere, in my father's kitchen, in my mother's house, everywhere. Looking for a joke that'd be funny.
That you just
thank you very much. I eventually found it and I left. But guess what? I got home, I cried. That's when I started. That was 2010, 11 when I started. I felt bad. But you know what? I talked to myself on the mirror. I told myself, this is the least I will ever do. I'm not going to let this go into me. I'm not going to give up. This is what I love to do. I'm going to go back to my drawing board and take this up and get better. So does those moments break you down as a human?
Yeah, of course. Because especially when you're used to good shows where you're talking, they're laughing. When you're done, they go crazy.
Yeah.
So to go from that to they're talking, they're not laughing, it just kind of kills your demeanor.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, just like a regular 9-to-5 job, you have your good days, you have your bad days.
Right.
So whenever you have a bad day like that, I just figure out, okay, what I try to do, I try to record myself at most shows.
Right, so go back and
I go back and then I realize that, okay, maybe at this point, even though they weren't laughing, if I would have said this, it might have changed the dynamics of things. So I just
the story were
talking too fast sometimes.
Not coming in the right time.
Right. So
okay, cool.
I just go back and try to figure out how to
Don't
get
worry,
better.
man. We're gonna grow into this.
By God's grace.
The basketball, the AY, the Agoda, the Kevin Hart. They did just. Kevin Hart, I didn't know that
been
guy
grinding for over 20 years.
He's been hustling, the Cat Williams and all the rest, they didn't just start today, so we're gonna get there one day.
Amen.
All right, talking about your project, what do you have? What are you working on right now? What are we expecting this year from Aphrican Ape?
Right now, I'm just working on the tour, just going to different places. Doing a lot of schools.
Yeah, building the brand,
getting my name out there more and more.
Right.
And then hopefully by sometime this year I can start working on like a main project which I'll probably announce when the time comes. But for now, we just because Nigerians, we believe that we cannot announce anything you want to do. Your mother, if you want to announce your next move, your mother will say, stop it.
The enemies.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't say it. Keep it to yourself. Until we pray and fast.
Even if you buy a new car,
right?
You cannot announce it till months after.
Yes.
With African parents.
Even if you buy new shoe, you'll be afraid to wear it. All right. So, do you miss Nigeria?
Oh yes, absolutely.
What do you miss most of
the food?
Oh. Okay, talking about food, I'll take you to one popular African restaurant we'll finish. All right. Okay, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun hanging out with my friend on the street. Well, what we do here in America is to hustle with our hands, with our gift. And this young man has actually found what he's good at doing, and he's using it, to the glory of God, number one, and also to do well for himself. So if you're out there, you have a talent, you think you don't know what to do, listen to this young man, and even my story.
Right.
We're all graduates, but we choose to do this because we love what we do. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to stay on this channel. We'll come back next week for another exciting episode with another interesting young. I think I'm bringing a female next. I don't know who is going to come next. People that are making African proud, making Nigerian proud here in America. So I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us. And of course, how do we follow you on Instagram or your social media?
Aphrican Ape 06, APHRICANAPE 06.
He already has enough, so please follow me. I'm begging you now. Please follow me. MC Comedian on Instagram, MC Comedian,
MCPC Comedian.
MCPC, see, he knows better than I am, right? MCPC Comedian on Facebook and on Instagram. So on this note, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us. Any last word for your fans?
Thank you guys for the love. Thanks for the support. Without you, there is no me. So I love you. God bless you. Ginger.
So,
oh my gosh.
All the blood. See you guys. Bye. Okay. We'll go chop.
We'll go chop.
Deja vu in bodega. Getting the Macabada. Deja vu in bodega. That of government. Deja vu in bodega. Deja vu in bodega. Deja vu in bodega. Deja vu in bodega.